I played the Tekken 8 closed beta, and I thought it was pretty dope. I've said it before, but I've always been interested in fighting games, whether that be playing them or even just as a spectator. There's something really special about fighting games. When you really immerse yourself into learning one, there's just nothing like it. I'm not a fighting game pro, I'm a casual enjoyer that learns them, but I never devote myself to them. Tekken is my preferred fighting game. I've always been really into it ever since I was a kid back on the PS2. I never got good, but I spent many hours running matches with friends, and man, those are fond memories. Of course, I had to try Tekken 8 out. I'm super excited for this game, and this time I'm gonna get good, I swear. I'm just gonna talk about some stuff I liked and didn't like about the Tekken 8 beta. These are the thoughts from a casual's perspective. I don't really know how the good players feel about it, but I think most of us are casuals, so maybe this will help you decide if Tekken 8 is a game you might want to try. If you enjoy the video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. We obviously got to talk about the visuals for this one. Tekken 8 looks fantastic. The character models, the maps, everything is just great. I've been wanting a fighting game like this for a long time, and I'm not super big on Mortal Kombat, so I skipped that one and missed out on the impressive graphics there. Tekken 8 is the next best thing for visuals and fighters, so if that matters to you, you're in for a treat. Tekken 8 is a 3D fighter, so you can move all over. You're not side-scrolling, and this is something I've always preferred, even though I know I'm in the minority on that one. I just love the added depth, the ability to sidestep and outplay on movement alone. I can't tell if it's just me, but the movement feels a little slower in 8 compared to previous titles. It's not a bad or a good thing, something I just wanted to note, and maybe someone can tell me if I'm hallucinating. The combat is really intuitive in Tekken, and it's mostly unchanged except for the new systems. Your buttons are tied to a specific limb, and then inputting a direction with the button causes different moves to come out. You can pretty easily string stuff together if you just do what seems natural. Usually in Tekken, if you think it's going to work together, it probably will. I really like this because even if you don't know full combos, you can still get some stuff out that makes you feel pretty cool. The new heat mechanic is something I'm not entirely sold on. It's yet another little cutscene activation like a rage art. I'm just not a huge fan of little mechanics like this that take away control from the player in a fighting game. I think my biggest issue with it is that it can be used every single round like rage, and you'd be foolish not to use it. I think the heat system would work a lot better as a sort of meter you have to build up and use strategically, rather than knowing you've got it every round, so just spam it whenever you like. It gets very jarring when heat and rage arts are coming out every single round and you're just watching cutscene after cutscene, even if you are blocking them. It's not like you can't punish or anything, it's just tiring to watch over and over. I just want to fight, man. The whole game is heavily focused on the heat system, and to me it feels like it takes a bit away from what made Tekken so awesome in the first place. It's not the worst mechanic in the world, I'm not going to not play the game, but in my who is this guy opinion, I think it needs some tweaks. Don't let that overshadow that I really enjoyed the game though. I played about 28 hours in the limited time I had, and I didn't get the first beta. I made it to Warrior, which was the cap in ranked, on Hwoarang, and played a decent bit with my friends. I didn't take the time to learn combos, I just wanted to play, so I relied solely on my fundamentals for the beta. The roster so far is fantastic. I tried most of the cast and they all feel unique and how you'd expect them to be if you've played Tekken before. The new character, Azucena, is a really cool new addition and feels right at home in the Tekken family. Some characters have been changed up a bit, maybe some new moves, buffs, nerfs, but they're still largely the same. It was fun seeing how everyone played and if there was anything new to play around with. The new lounge area that's basically just Street Fighter's Battle Hub thing is meh to me. It's fine, but I don't really see myself engaging in it unless it's the only way to play Tekken Ball. The avatars just look ugly to me. They're not exactly chibi and they're not like Street Fighter's abominations, so they fall into this weird realm of looking like a Snapchat avatar. You can customize your avatar in the lounge, you can customize your player info and stuff like that, play at arcade machines to fight other players, and challenge random people or your friends' ghosts. I didn't get any footage of it sadly, but the ghost system in Tekken 8 is one of the coolest features for me. It's basically an AI that learns from how you play and then anyone can challenge it. What an amazing training tool. My friend fought mine and lost to it, so it's not some slouch. It was really cool to hear that too, because he said it was doing stuff that I've never used against him, so it seems like the ghost is taking your best habits from your best matches and learning your tendencies. I love this feature. You already know if you like fighting games or not. I'd recommend trying one if you never have, even if you seem intimidated by it. It can be a grind, but for me, it's so worth it. Tekken does have a learning curve, and people are really good at it, but the beginning of the game's life cycle is the perfect time to jump in. So, January 26th, mark your calendars. Tekken 8 is a treat in my book. But I'm curious, how'd you all feel about the beta? Do you picking Tekken 8 up?